And welcome to another video series that I'm going to be starting up, which is Tanks with CWP. Now, before I start, I just want to apologise to you all for the lack of content of recent. The resident DJ has been using up the bandwidth for the last 2 weeks, doing stuff. Anyway, I'm sure you probably realise what it is. So, I'll start off by telling you a bit about the tank itself. This is the light tractor, a light tank of pre-World War II, I suppose, really. Now, as many of you know, at the end of World War I, the Treaty of Versailles kicked in as Germany lost, preventing them from having any form of military. And as such, in preparation for the invasion of Poland at the beginning of World War II, Germany needed a tank in which to train their men for use. So, in a secret facility in southwest Russia, the testing and creation of the light tractor, a tank designed to resemble somewhat a tractor in order to fool the Allies into thinking it was nothing more than said tractor. Of course, it does have one fatal flaw in looking like a tractor, that being the gun and turret, but oh well. Now there were two different designs for this tank. One designed by Krupp, which was the one that survived and went through, and another by Rheinmetall. Each used a different suspension system and slightly modified upper hull. But the two differences were between a leaf and coil spring. For the battlefield, it was deemed that the leaf spring would probably be better off, and as such, Krupp won the contract. Now for some stats. Designed between 1929 and 1933, produced in 1930, there were only 4 built. It was, as I said, it was only mainly a training tank. As far as armour goes, it was fairly thin. You're only talking about a light tank, really. Overall weight was 8.7 tons in the Krupp version, 4.35 meters long, 2.37 meters wide, and 2.35 high. As far as crew is concerned, it had the commander, driver, radio operator, and loader. The tank was armed with one 3.7 KWK 36 L45 and a secondary 7.92 Mauser MG13. As far as the engine was concerned, it was running a Daimler-Benz M36 6-cylinder liquid-cooled gasoline engine, topping at 100 horsepower. The operational range sat at roughly 137 kilometers, and this was only on road. As you can imagine, it would be much shorter when travelling off-road. The fastest it could reach was about 30 kilometers an hour, as well on road. Now, other than that, there's not really a lot to talk about. It was only a experimental light training tank. As I said, it was never mass-produced, never really saw any combat. It's one of those things that really nobody knew a lot about. One of the many German secrets. The operational range sat at roughly 137 kilometers, and this was only on road. As you can imagine, it would be much shorter when travelling off-road. The fastest it could reach was about 30 kilometers an hour, as well on road. Now, other than that, there's not really a lot to talk about. It was only a experimental light training tank. As I said, it was never mass-produced, never really saw any combat. It is one of those things that really nobody knew a lot about. One of the many German secrets. Anyway guys, I think I'll call that there, and I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned for more content, and hopefully I should be able to get you something next Friday/Monday. That is, if the bandwidth isn't getting hulked again. Anyway guys, dig that exit music.